Hi guys, welcome back to the Math Empire channel. So in today's video I'll be diving into one of the easiest but the most important differentiation, which is exponential rule. Okay guys, let's solve some problems together. Example 1. Y equal to e raised to power 3x. Find the derivative, that is dy dx. So from this, exponential has to do with power. For example, if we have something like this, e raised to power u or a raised to power u, these two things are different, but they are under exponential rule. Now, for us to differentiate the first one, e raised to power u, we say d of eu dx is equal to differentiate this, first repeat this same function given e raised to power u, then you multiply it by the derivative of the power. This u prime, meaning the derivative of the power. That is how to find the derivative of eu. But for us to find a raised to power u, now any function that is given that does not have e in it and it has a like any other alphabet or a number, we call it base. We call it base. So for us to differentiate this, we have over dx is equal to, first repeat the same a raised to power u. Since this alphabet is not e, we regard this thing as a base, then we now multiply it by ln a. Then find the differential of the power times u prime. So we now have au ln a u prime. So that is how it is. This is the exponential part and this is the base pattern. So now let's solve example 1. We have y equal to e raised to power 3x. Find the derivative. What are we going to do? You differentiate the power. To differentiate the power, differentiate 3x, we have 3. Then we now so dy dx is equal to, remember you copy the same function given, that is e raised to power 3x, then multiply it by the derivative of the power, that is 3. Multiply by 3. So the answer is 3 e raised to power 3x, and that becomes our final answer. This is question 1. Let's try another question. But please know that once you are given any question that has exponential in it, first repeat the function given or you repeat the same exponential given, then once you are done, you multiply it by the differential of the power, and that will give you your answer. That will give you the y, the x. It's simple, but let's try the second example. Okay, example 2, we have y equal to e raised to power x squared plus 5x. So we have to differentiate this. If you look, this one has become bigger, but you will still use the same process we use while solving number 1, example 1. So what are we going to do first? You differentiate the exponent, that is the power. Differentiate x raised to power 2 plus 5x. It will give us 2x plus 5. So since we are done differentiating it, so we now have the y, the x. Remember what I said earlier, repeat this same function given. We have e raised to power x squared plus 5x. Then once you are done, you multiply it by the derivative of the power, which is this, multiply by 2x plus 5. So we have the y, the x is equal to 2x plus 5 e raised to power 2 squared plus 5x, and that is the answer. Just understand the trick. Whenever you have an exponential equation, first differentiate the power. Once you are done differentiating the power, then you multiply it by the same function given, or the same exponential given. So let's try question 3. So question 3, if you check, this looks different from the second question, the first and the second question. And from the beginning, I made a statement that I said whenever we are given any exponential equation and it doesn't come with e, that is exponential, e like this, that means we call this a base. We call it a base. If e is not here, if there is any number, whether number or alphabet, but it is not e, so we call that a base. The only difference is that you will still apply the same pattern, but you will multiply this by ln of the base. Okay, for example, let's try this now. Differentiate the power. To differentiate the power, that is 2x plus 1, we have, for us to differentiate the power, we have 2. Then so the y, the x, that is the differential of this, will be, repeat the same function, 5 raised to power 2x plus 1 multiply by ln 5. Since it's a base, since this a base is different from e, we call that a base, so you multiply by ln 5, then multiply by the differential, the power, 2. So we have 2 ln 5, then 5 2 raised to the power 2x plus 1, and that becomes our final answer. That is the y, the x. Any question that is given that does not come with e, if the base isn't e, then multiply that stuff by ln 5. Okay, question number 4, we have y equal to 7 raised to the power x squared plus e raised to the power 4x. From this question, you see that is a combination of both the e and the base. So we are going to solve it one after the other. So for 7 raised to the power x squared, to differentiate this, first I say differentiate the power. To differentiate the power, to differentiate x squared, we have 2x. That is the differential of the power. Then we now have dy dx is equal to, remember what I say, when you are differentiating a base, this is not e, is a number, so is a base. Whenever we are differentiating a base, first repeat this same function given, that is 7x raised to the power 2 multiply by ln of that base, ln 7 times the differential of the power, that is 2x. So we now have 2x ln 7x squared. This one is for this, the first one. Then let's solve the second one. Then I say for e raised to the power 4x, the differential of this, dy dx is equal to, repeat the same stuff, e raised to the power 4x, then you multiply it by the differential of the power. The differential of the power is 4. So we have 4 e raised to the power 4x. Since we are done differentiating the two, then put them together. We now have, therefore dy over the x is equal to 2x ln 7x squared, that is this one, plus this 4e raised to the power 4x, and that is our answer. And that becomes our answer. So do it to, and remember, do it to go and watch my previous video on product rule, power rule, quotient rule, chain rule, so it will help you to understand this topic better. Thank you for watching my video. If this video helped you, please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like and share. See you in my next class. Thank you.